I actually think more about the director rather than the script. I think that's my main motivation, actually, to get to know what that personal interpretation is going to be, because the story really, I prefer the director explaining it to me. Pablo, we've worked together before in a film called No, and definitely his first sort of interpretation that he gave me of the film, it was a very open sort of, we're going to look for the film we're going to shoot, you know, and that's the way he works. In a way, he sets off with a a framework, which is kind of sort of loosely based on what the script is, and then he just completely just sets it free, and trusts us to be able to also push in and incorporate or give some input into that point of view that he's inspiring us, you know, with. So that's more or less how the work goes with him. I expect or wish that that I always get a sense of ownership of the character, you know. I think ultimately that's where I want to reach, but there's many ways of getting there. Sometimes you don't have time to or whatever you do, whatever preparation you do is worthless until you start doing it, actually. I mean, sometimes it comes up like that, or sometimes there is a film that you already know and you already have ownership of the character 3 months before even shooting, you know? Like, it depends on how it is and what is it going to be played like, you know? So the ownership of the characters is very important. I know it's kind of an abstract term, and it's a very personal one, because at the same time, I don't know, you just feel it. You feel a certain kind of an aperture where you can, okay, the character is gonna order a pizza. What would that character choose? Mm-hmm. And you know what pizza it would be like, and what the character would choose. You know, like, you know that, and that's to get to that point is fantastic. We've worked together also in No. Most of the actors, there were only 2 new actors in this film. The very experienced, one of them is Pablo Larrain from Spain, and the other is Mercedes Moran. She's from Argentina, and we had already, with Mercedes Moran, I had already worked in another film years and years ago. So in a way, it's just, I mean, sort of like a family thing that kind of shapes, and kind of, we know each other well, we trust each other, we play with each other, we kind of understand also what Pablo sort of likes, and we play with that. I don't know, I can already sort of, if you ask me of any of the characters, of any of the actors, I already can tell you how is it gonna be, you know, and what am I gonna do, you know, like, there is something that we're like a kind of a repertoire company in a way.